السلام عليكم. أهلا بكم إلى برنامج تكلم العربية مع أوباكيدز على قناة أوباكيدز لينك. اليوم إن شاء الله تعالى سأتحدث عن النكرة والمعرفة مع الأمثلة التوضيحية. Welcome to Speak Arabic with Obakids program. Today, inshallah, we're going to discuss definite and indefinite nouns in Arabic language. We shall talk about their definitions, types, and examples. Introduction. The nouns al-asma'u in Arabic language can be divided into two types, which are definite, ma'rifat, and indefinite, nakrat. For the purpose of this lesson, we shall look into the definitions, types, and their uses. The indefinite noun, an-nakra. Indefinite noun, an-nakra, in Arabic are the nouns which are not referring to a specific name of a person, animal, place, or thing. The indefinite noun can be found in Arabic language by adding one of the signs of tanween, fathatan, kasratan, or dammatan to its end. This will be done depending on the position of the noun in a sentence. It could be object, subject, prepositional object, and so on. The indefinite nouns are always indicated by the use of article A to show that the item is not known before the period of discussion. Here are the examples. Kitabun, a book. Kitabun jadidun, a new book. Kitabin, a book. Qara'tu min kitabin jadidin. I read from a new book. Kitaban, a book. Ishtaraytu kitaban jadidan. I bought a new book. So the reason why this indefinite noun is dammatani is because of its subjective position. And the reason why this takes kasratani is because of its prepositional object position. And the reason why this takes fathatani is because of its objective position. Rajulun, a man. Rajulun ghaniyun, a rich man. Rajulin, a man. Sallamtu ala rajulin ghaniyin. I greeted a rich man. Rajulan, a man. Ra'aytu rajulan ghaniyan. I saw a rich man. So, the reason why this indefinite noun takes dammatani is because of its subjective position. The reason why this one takes kasratani is because of its prepositional object position. The reason why this takes fathatani is because of its objective position. The definite noun, al-ma'rifat. What is definite noun? In Arabic language, definite noun is known as al-ma'rifat. It is the type of noun that is referring to a specific name of a person, animal, place, or thing. Hence, this means you are referring to the name you have already known before or have in mind. The definite noun can be identified in many ways, among which are 1. With the addition of alif and lam, article Z, to the beginning of the noun. 2. The pronoun ad-damir. 3. The proper noun al-alam. 4. The demonstrative noun ismul isharat. 5. The relative noun ismul mawsula. 6. The noun indicated by calling ya or you. 7. Adding indefinite noun to definite noun. Al-mudafu illa al-ma'rifat. The alif and lam definitely makes a word definite, while tanween, such as fathatan, kasratan, and dammatan, make a word indefinite. A word cannot have both alif and lam and tanween attached to it at the same time. Sometimes people's names have tanween on their end. This is called exceptional to the rules. Now let's look at the examples as they are used in the sentences. Here we have the definite noun formed with the addition of alif and lam article Z to the beginning of the noun. Al-kitabu, the book. Ishtaraytu li-kitaba, I bought the book. Al-waladu, the boy. Al-waladu zakiyun jiddan, the boy is very smart. So the reason why this is a definite noun is because of the addition of alif and lam to its beginning. Al-kitabu and al-waladu. Here we have another example. The definite noun found by the use of pronoun ad-damir. Huwa, he. Huwa fil ghurfati, he's in the room. Hiya, she. Hiya ukhti sagira, she's my younger sister. So the reason why these nouns are definite is because of the addition of huwa and hiya to the sentence. Here we have another example. The definite noun formed by the use of proper noun al-alam. Yusufu. Yusufu yusalli fil masjidi. Yusuf is praying in the mosque. Radiyatu. Ra'aytu radiyata fi suqi. I saw Radia in the market. The reason why the nouns are definite is because of the addition of Yusufu and Radiyatu, which are proper nouns. Here is another example. The definite nouns found by the use of the demonstrative pronoun ismul ishara. Haza al-kitabu mufidun lil-ghayat. This book is highly beneficial. Hazihi sayyaratu jamila. This car is beautiful. So these nouns are definite nouns because of the addition of haza and hazihi, which are demonstrative pronouns. Here we have the definite nouns found by the use of relative noun. Ismul mawsulat. Allazi. Ar-rajul allazi fil masjidi ammi. The man that is in the mosque is my uncle. Allati. Al-bintu allati hafizat Qur'ana kamilan. The girl that memorized the complete Quran. So the reason why these are definite nouns is because of the relative noun ismul mawsulat, which are allazi and allati. This is another example. The definite nouns formed by the use of ya. Ya, ijlis ya walad, sit down you boy. Ya ayyuha allazina amanu, kutiba alaykumus siyam. O you who believe, fasting is made compulsory on you. These are definite nouns because of the addition of ya and ya ayyuha. Ya here and ya ayyuha here, which are both harfun nida, the alphabet used for calling. Here we have another example. The definite noun formed by adding indefinite noun to definite noun. Mudafu ila ma'rifan. Qamisun. Qamisu Ahmada. Ahmad's shirt. Qalamun. Qalamul mudarrisi. The teacher's pen. The reason why these nouns are definite is because of the addition of definite nouns, which are Ahmada and Mudarrisi. Hope you enjoyed our lesson for today. Join us on next lesson on another educative episode of Speak Arabic with Obakids program. Shukran al-Mutawaan. Thanks for watching and subscribe to our channel Obakids Link TV, to Facebook and Instagram. And visit our website for more interesting topics and subjects at www.obatutor.com.